battles around this track in real life, but as for Kenco F1, there is a chance that Max Chapman can claim driver championship this evening. It's all to play for him. Taking a look at this Zandvoort track then, there's a very high chance of a wet qualifying session and a wet race tonight, which could make yellow flag safety cars and potentially even red flags imminent. 36 laps around tonight after a short qualifying session spanning across 4.2 kilometers of tarmac on the racetrack. 14 turns here, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with lots of banking and steep elevation changes. Back in 1982, way beyond my time, we see Tambay and Patrese racing down into turn 1 where crowds were literally standing on the grass without any barriers. This also proves how old this circuit is before the rear ramp in 2020. Turn 3 up the road now, which I like to call Slingshot Corner. We see both the Alpine teammates of both Ocon and Alonso having a battle up the hill, going wheel to wheel. And moving on up the road, turn 11 and 12, both Schumacher and Vettel getting ever so close for an overtake, where both drivers most certainly were not going to back out of this one as they go side by side. And will we be seeing any red, yellow or white struck tyres today, or will there be wets and inters for the majority of the race and qualifying? Pirelli always delivering with the tyres, but nobody knows if the heavens will open or not tonight. So let's get the Dutch Grand Prix and the 7th round of Kenco F1 underway.
Tracy. I don't even know what I said. Hello. How is everybody doing? Welcome in. Hello. Hopefully everyone is well. I don't get a face cam in these streams. I'm so sorry. I know you like to see my face, but not today. Max, thank you very much for your resub, mate. I promise you I'll play that on the next stream. Welcome in, everybody. Hello. Ian for F1 commentary. We've also got a visitor today as well, the one and only Jamie. Also, some of you who's actually looking at the stream might notice it's raining. Mrs. Clan, good to see you. Hello, Rev's here, Wim's here, Callum's here, Max here, Cohen's here. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Max again. Thank you very much for 13 months of support. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Just turn up the game a little bit, and we should be good. Also, I'm gonna deafen as well. Hopefully, Jamie. Hello. Hello. Can you guys hear Jamie? Is he loud enough? Does he need turning up? Does he need turning down? Let me know. Also, Jack Hopkins' name's working. Come on. We had a few teething issues with Hopkins earlier, but he's showing us Hopkins, which is good. But yeah, if you guys don't know how this works and it's your first time tuning in to one of these streams, we've run Kenco F1 for the last like 3-4 years now. It's been an ongoing thing, sort of flight sim community, racing community. We've merged the two together. We've got out basically this like league, essentially is what we call it now. We're on race 7 of 10 in season 4. And I believe, if I'm correct in saying, Jamie, Max can win today. I don't know if there's a position he needs to get or how many points he needs to get, but I'm pretty sure he can win.
He can win. If he is P4 upwards on the in the race this evening, he wins the championship.
Okay, so
if he's lower than P4, he'll carry on to 2 weeks' time in Austria.
Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. So Max Chapman needs to get a good qualifying if he's going to get a good race, because I'm not saying anything, but Zandvoort's not the probably best track to overtake, let alone when it's raining. Give or take.
Yeah, Zandvoort is a tricky track. The load on the tyres is extreme. This is why they have put in their hardest range for this year, or for this race, the C1, C2 and C3, as we see an Alpine spin.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. It's Gabe Dolman. I'm kidding. Sorry, Gabe. I mean, this is what we're going to see seeing a lot of, I think. Tracks, drivers pushing their absolute utmost. Someone asked in the chat, is it wet all weekend? Yeah, let's just say there's going to be some rain in the race as well, shall we? The drivers, we kind of left it a little bit of a gamble, a little bit of a lottery for them. But it's definitely going to be raining in the race at some point. Gabe cannot take the track with no front wing. He's going to be straight back to the pits anyway. I don't know. Obviously, I feel like we should get the track map on as well for you guys. If we just enable the track map there, obviously we can hopefully see a little bit more on the track. I think we're aiming for about 121s. Go for it. Yes.
If either Sebi and
Sebi's
Zach
the only
are watching the screen. Watching the stream, please make sure you put your telemetry on before the race, or I'm going to give you a 5-second penalty. Thank you.
That's fine. They haven't raced for like 2-3 weeks,
fine.
so it's fine. But yeah, if they can always enable their telemetry now.
Now, yeah, they can.
But you could always drop them a little ping in driver chat, and then they can read
I'll
it
do
after
that
their
now.
hot laps. Yeah, that's fine, because obviously we can get ERS, we can get track data as Max. No, sorry, Jake, Max's brother, sets a 125.0. That's awful. I'd like to see him do a lot better. It's probably a, I can't lie, it's probably a, yeah, there you go. There's Michael Wimmer showing how it's done. 122.5, again, room for improvement, but he has set the benchmarks for the fastest sectors, although Joe Bean is currently on a flyer right now looking at this, as Sebi goes at 122.3. Joe Bean sets, his teammate sets a 121.7. Joe, I don't know where Joe is on the leaderboard. Oh, he's down here. Here we go. Here's Joe. He's just about taking corner, what is it, turn 13 onto turn 14. He's on a flyer. He's gone purple sector 1, purple sector 2. Again, all these times do kind of matter. The track isn't drying up, so... yeah, 121.2 is the benchmark. That's a decent time. He's got 6 temps in himself and his teammate there for P1. So that's going to be the track time that everyone's aiming for sure. Dommy, good evening. Hello. How are you? Hello.
And I've got a fun stat about turn 13 and 14 with banking.
Mm-hmm.
It is a 18-degree banking, and it's almost double the banking of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Yeah, look at it. What Zach's going through right now. Now, you can go... there's 2 different lines you can take on this. I don't know if you've driven around here, but you can go on the high line, which gives you a good catapult out. Or you can go on the low line, which I think gives you, like, speed into it, but then less speed out.
Yeah.
You can't get traction out of that catapult in the rain. It's almost impossible. I don't know if there's a Mercedes or... There you go. We'll ride on board with this AlphaTauri just for 1 minute. I want to show you the actual, like... how difficult it is to sort of get out of it. There's a McLaren that's gone a little bit high there, probably giving some room for the Alfa Romeo here. But like getting traction there, you can already see, look, he's spinning. He can't get traction whatsoever. So that's what all the drivers are going to have to be facing. As lucky shot, Joe Bean's teammate goes even quicker, 120.8. Fernando P4, Max Chapman P5, 7 temps behind. The rain is going to honestly jumble this grid up. I can't wait. It's going to be really, really good, I think.
We'll definitely see what conditions suit certain drivers. Definitely.
Yes.
If they're happy with the rain and they're confident in the rain, you're going to see them up high in the leaderboard for qualifying, in those high positions compared to the people who are not that confident, but we know are fantastic in the drive.
Mm-hmm. And there's some opposite as well, such as Jack Hopkins here. Purple, sector 1, sector 2. Might not. He's decent in the drive, but he's not like, you know, as crazy as some of the other ones, but quite possibly Jack could be like a little underdog here. I don't know.
Definitely.
I want to see the gap between himself and Ruben here. Max Chapman goes even quicker there, splitting T2, 2 temps behind Ruben. Jack splits the grid, 120.6. 2 temps behind Ruben, 4 temps behind Max now. Jack will be happy with that, because that's original, you know, pole on his first hot lap. I can't imagine many people will be coming in, Jamie. They'll be using the same set of wets, or potentially 2 sets, but they don't know what the race is starting on.
With the one thing with the wet tyre, they don't degrade as much as in a dry qualifying format. So these drivers will be literally racking up the laps. So they'll be doing a slow out lap to charge the ERS, then they'll be doing a fast lap, then they'll do another slow out, charge it again in a fast. They just continually do that until the 15 minutes is up, basically.
Yeah, exactly. There's only 10.5 minutes left of qualifying, and then we're jumping straight into a 50% race. Obviously, with it being wet now, it would make sense if the race started wet as well. We obviously know what it's going to be. I don't know if we should really say it yet, but it looks like Dan hasn't pulled out yet. Has he? I'm not sure. Is he still on his hot lap? I think he is. He's going to go quicker anyway, I believe.
Yeah, he is on another hot lap.
Yes, as he crosses the line. No, he slowed down on the straight. He's not on a hot lap whatsoever. Yeah. He backed out of that. I thought so. I thought so when I was watching that. Sebi David, the only Ferrari we have on track here, currently in P7. Unfortunately, Charlie, the VR amazing mega person that he is, unfortunately is not here this weekend. So we only have one Ferrari on track, which is Sebi. Holding the fort for Ferrari as he's just going around the sun. There's a McLaren behind him. Okay, he has let them through. And that is the McLaren of Jake Chapman in P5 currently. He's crossing. He's gone. How's he gone for this lap? Let's have a look. Oh, okay, that was his... Okay, now he's on a hot lap. Right, we're going to ride on board with Jake then for his hot lap. We're going to have a look what he's up to. We'll see what kind of times he can do. Ignore the graphics are overlapping. Allow it. He's built up his ERS 70%. You can regain ERS a lot around here as well. DXJ, thank you very much for the Discord. Exclamation mark Discord. If you want, it's up to you. That should work. I don't know why it didn't work when Andy wrote it. Probably because it was a reply to a message. But there should be a link below the stream if not, buddy. Hopefully. No worries, Miss Clan. See you soon. Fernando's retired. That's the first retirement of the session. Where's he retired? Where's he binned it? Anywhere?
He has binned it. I don't know where, actually.
Oh, sorry about the overlay.
I don't know if he's been...
He says, well.
I think he was in the pits.
Hit the pit wall?
So...
Did Fernando bottle again? Oh, sorry. Jack sets another fastest time here. 120.2. Now Jack stole the fastest sectors. This is going to be Jack's race, I think. This is going to be Jack's race. Jake Chapman's currently set personal best sector 1, yellow sector 2. Fernando spun. Archie middle wash. He's in the middle of the pack currently, isn't he? I don't know. As yeah, Jake's not happy with that. He's coming in for another one. 8 minutes left of the session. Currently, it's Jack Hopkins, Max Chapman. Let me get their full names there. Ruben. I don't know how to pronounce his surname. I don't really want to try. Joe Bean, Jake, and Fernando. Fernando, your time will still remain, by the way. So it's currently the best you can get is P6. Michael Wimmer's in the pits. Seb's in the pits. And we've got Stein jumping in the pits as well. Dan Shaw. Might be on a hot lap. It's annoying how the graphic takes some time to... He's on yellow sector 1. No, he's not on a hot lap at all. As for his teammate, however, going around the final corner, is he starting a hot lap? No, he's coming in the pits as well. Okay, so they're going to probably be changing tyres or maybe... Oh, that was... Did you see that? Just full on locked the tyres there into the pits. It is slidey out there. It is very slidey. But yeah, GG's Fernando. You'll be fine, mate. You'll be fine. As for a bit of the back of the pack, we haven't really spoke about these drivers. Alfa Romeo currently have 26 points. So they're fighting for potentially a P5 here in this race. But it'll be nice to see Alfa Romeo score some points. But I don't know if it will happen. Thanks, DXJ. Yeah, I mean, out of the two, I mean, Ryan Thomas has just as much chance as Gabe Thomas. I think he's already been for a few front wings, but we'll see. He might do well. We have lowered the AI difficulty as well this race. It's gone down from 95 to 80, just because there were some drivers that were on pause, and we're doing better than their actual driving. So, not looking at anybody. Gabe. We'll see though. We'll see. But yeah, they can't do that this race anyway. Smits as well. Both the Aston Martins are back this weekend. We had Alex Peak and Smits. I don't know where they were last weekend. I think they were away. They're also... Well, they're coming in the pits. Alex Peak is on... Anyone on a hot lap? I don't know. You're in this session as well, Jamie. I'm not sure. I can't really see anybody at the moment. I'm not sure. We've got both the Red Bulls out on track. Okay, one of them's coming in.
He's just finishing his hot lap
now,
and
he's crossing the line.
Into P12.
A small improvement for Archie, but
Small improvement.
Yeah, it has bumped him up. Again, there's quite a big split in the field from even P1 to P2 here between Jack Hopkins and Max Chapman. I mean, at the moment, Joe is 6 tenths behind Max, which is shocking. However, Joe will definitely want to improve that time. Joe's currently in the pits. There's 5.5 minutes left of the session. That is an insane time by Jack. I do agree, Max. But yeah, I don't know how he's managed to split the grid by this much as well. Obviously, everyone's aiming for about everyone's sort of doing a 121, 122 time, which is about your average. And then you've got Jack with a 120 flat. Insane. Absolutely insane stuff. Fernando, I hope you do, mate. You're currently still P6 at the moment. People are not improving, actually, as much as I thought. The weather forecast looks like it's storming for the next hour. But I guarantee you it might change a little bit for the race. But yeah, that is insane, though, as it looks like the Ferrari of Sebi will be starting his hot lap. He'll be wanting to get ahead of Fernando. No, I want to point out Noah Lockwood. He's come out of nowhere. I didn't notice him sort of spike up on the leaderboard. He's now ahead of his teammate Jake. What's that? I'm not sure what he's done as both the two leaders are on hot laps.
Noah's done a 121.4 with Jake.
I'll be able to get them up. There you go. Yeah, there's all the times. So if you get a 120 point something, you're in a very good spot. Or a low 121, I'd say. Sebi losing it a little bit on the rear again out of that catapult. I think it's literally impossible to get traction out of that catapult. I can't lie. But he's 7 tenths behind Jack Hopkins in Sector 1 alone. It's insane, isn't it? There's no more data I can get. I mean, if I were to split the there you go. There's the difference in sector times between Jack Hopkins and Max Chapman. So it's about a similar Sector 3, losing a tenth and a half and 2 tenths in Sector 2. As it looks like Sebi... Hang on a minute, let me hide that. No, this is... No, we're not watching Sebi, we're watching Jack Hopkins. But yeah, insane stuff from Jack. We'll see sort of how he takes his track, what kind of lines he does take. Looks like Max Chapman's going to be crossing the line for a hot lap as well. But you know, this is currently our pole sitter. He's absolutely on fire at the minute. But whether or not he's on a hot lap, but I don't know if he's sort of full on sending it at the minute or if he can improve on his current time. But yeah, he is racing for AlphaTauri. Again, this was an ex-McLaren driver, but he wanted to change it up a bit mid-season. So we'll see what we can do. He's matched his Sector 1. How? It's insane. It's actually insane.
It's like he's in a league of his own in the wet.
Oh. He's just drifting it round, really, isn't he? We'll see what sort of Sector 2 times. The Sector 2 line's coming up at the end of here. Can't believe Driver 55 is doing terrible tonight. I know. It's the only one. We got 19 drivers. Jack's a 10th down, but I mean, even if Max were to somehow do sort of this lap, it's a tough one out there. I can't lie. It's tough conditions, and I'm very much looking forward to this race, Jamie. I don't know about you, but it's going to be spicy. Ruben bottled his final lap. You got to try him for one more, Ruben. It's 2.5 minutes, unless you're like stuck in the pits. I don't know. As Jack Hopkins crossing the line, he's oh wow, he got a massive Sector 3 advantage there. 120.2. He does not improve on his time, as there's a yellow flag sector. I think that's just Aston Martin slowing down there out of the pits. Max Chapman also was on a hot lap here. We'll go and see what kind of times he can do, or if he's gone he's gone personal best Sector 1, personal best Sector 2. If he's got enough momentum here, he might be able to improve his time a little bit. Whether or not it'll be close enough. Oh! Oh, nah. Look at that. Okay. Less than half a tenth between the top two. Less than half a tenth. What a lap by both Jack Hopkins and Max Chapman there. Ruben's running the pits. I don't think Ruben can go quick enough. Max Chapman's teammate is Dan. We've also got Alex Peake on track. Jack's left the session. I don't know if you were able to send another invite. Have you got him on Steam or?
I don't think I have.
Okay, I can... Someone... Dan's improved, though. Nice little improvement by Dan, pushing him up 2 more spots ahead of Michael Wimmer. You don't have him on Steam? Okay. I'll invite him as... I mean, so I'm sure somebody else can, hopefully, who's listening to the stream, can invite Jack. But yeah, incredible stuff there from all the drivers. Jake is on and starting a hot lap. His teammate is in P6. It looks like Joe Bean goes quicker, but... I mean, 2 tenths, unfortunately, behind the pace of Jack Hopkins. So Joe Bean's potential best here is a P3. However, we will see... again, he might be on another hot lap. I don't think drivers will have enough time to go on another hot lap. So when they cross the line, that is it. If we just scroll through the drivers, there's a few drivers here. Sebi. Again, some of these drivers will still be starting their hot lap. It's very difficult to see sort of looking at the track map. There's a Mercedes that's about to cross the line, going on a hot lap here. No improvement from the Mercedes. It might be a start of a lap. Sebi, unable to improve, 1.6. However, he could be starting a hot lap now. We've also got what's this? Archie Middlefell, potentially starting a hot lap or ending. Okay, he's starting a hot lap. A lot of drivers starting the hot laps here. We've also got, what's that? Haas that's crossed the line. Hasn't gone any quicker at the moment. Someone's just gone. I think what's this? Is this Noah Lockwood, fastest Sector 2? That was his previous lap. Okay. So Noah is on a hot lap here. He's about to go through turn 13 into turn 14. Does everyone race on PC? We have some people on PlayStation. It's cross-platform lobby. So yeah, is Max on a wheel? Yes, he's on a Fanatec. Yeah, he's on a Fanatec. As Noah Lockwood goes, he does improve actually. He goes ahead of Stein, who I didn't see Stein's that time there. An Alpine, although the Alpine is causing a major yellow flag here for the end of Sector 3, which will impede everybody's hot lap.
unfortunately. There's not really much that Stein could have done to get out of the way there, but again, that was a yellow flag, so all the drivers would have to lift and they would had to back out their hot lap, unfortunately, which might have put a damper to a lot of people's hot laps here. So I don't know if we'll be seeing many improvements here before the end of qualifying. But as it stands, Jack Hopkins is currently on pole position by half a tenth. Joe Beam by 2 tenths and Ruben by 6 tenths. Ruben is out. No, he's not out on track, actually. But we'll see if anybody can improve. Max Chapman here, crossing the line for the final time in qualifying. Nah, he obviously backed out because of that yellow flag there. We've got Noah Lockwood. Again, he was quite lucky here with the yellow flag. There is a full green grid ahead. Archie Middelfelt improves ahead of Alex Peak there for P12, 121.9. He'll be happy with that. Sebi's improved. Jake Chapman's been pushed down, it seems, by Michael Wimmer, who's just gone even quicker there with a one. I'm not sure what time that was, a 121 point something for Michael Wimmer. GG to Michael Wimmer. Dan Shaw comes across the line ahead of Michael. These two are chasing each other today. P7 for Dan. He'll be very happy with that. Huge improvement from, what was that, P11 or P10? Fernando's unfortunately been pushed down to T10. But yeah, it is what it is. We've got, what's the last car out on track is Ryan Thomas, who is in the pits. So there we go. That concludes qualifying, guys, for the race that just starts in just a moment. There's the lap times. Good luck to everybody in the race. Obviously, there'll still be like, 5-10 minutes with a formation lap, but insane stuff. What's that? So 2 tenths split top 3 here, and 1 second splits the top 7. So very good. We've got both Red Bulls and both Mercedes in the tops. Actually, no, both McLarens in the top 10 as well. And yeah, Stein in P6. We've got Jack Hopkins, who's got his first pole position, I think, in Kenco F1. Or unless, no, Jack won a sprint race, actually, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, GG. Let's go, Michael. Let's go. Yeah, well done, guys. That was Jamie's just dropped out of the voice chat for a second, but yeah, well done to all of those drivers. Hopefully, that was a bit spicy. Dylan, unfortunately, of not quite enough pace in the wet, but again, some of these drivers might have gone for dry setups. We don't know what setups they've gone. Whatever setups they've gone in qualifying will be relative to the race. So yeah, we will see. If they're on wet setups, it's not going to be so good in the race. But obviously, chances are it's going to be a little bit rainy in the race. So we will see. That was painful. Well, yeah. Hello, Jamie. Hello. Awesome. Right, guys, good luck with the race. We obviously got formation lap. Don't ready up. As you know, it doesn't really matter. But still, don't ready up straight away because people. Yes, don't ready up straight away because we need to do fuel loading. You need to change your tires. Actually, do you? I don't know. Actually, we'll see. Yeah, well, you don't know. They could risk it, but we'll see. I don't know. That was 6 laps on there. Yeah. Fernando was the only retirement, though. Sorry. I feel really bad. I'm bullying Fernando. I'm so sorry, mate. Honestly. Carwin, I'm well, mate. How are you? Hello. But yeah, well done to all the drivers. They're on the grid at the minute, but there is a formation lap. While there's a formation lap, though, just gives us a second to look at the constructors and drivers, which we'll have a look at in just a second. But yeah, guys, hopefully you are all well, though. Again, thank you for earlier with the we had like a crazy stream on Flight Sim, like what, 330 odd viewers at one point. Like, what? Insane. So thank you if you were there watching that stream as well. Anybody's A320 Neo delivering, although there's loads of issues with the with landing it. Hi Kenco, was playing Roblox voice chat VR because why not, Beluga? Exactly, why not? Can't go wrong with Roblox. Yeah. Yeah, let's I don't know. I would never. Right. Anyway, formation lap. Let's kind of look at the driver's standing. So, hopefully it might pop up in a minute actually. There we go. So Max Chapman needs to score 4th or better in this race to be crowned champion. Well, no. I don't know what it's called.
World champion.
There we go. I don't have any special graphics for this. I feel bad. Last year I had special graphics for world champion, but I wasn't ready for them today.
I can't remember if he is a 2-time or a 1-time. I think he's a 2-time at the moment. Can't remember.
3. Joel's taken 1. Max has definitely taken at least 2.
Yeah, so I think he's on for his 3rd championship this race.
Who won season 1 then?
I think it was Max. Don't know. Or was it Joel?
No, Joel was a bit further on because we had season 2.5 as well. God,
Yeah.
I don't even know how that even happened, but there we go.
I don't know how.
Anyway, guys, all the ERSs are working, by the way. Your pings worked, Jamie. Thank you.
I know.
Everybody has their telemetry on. I love to see it. And all the drivers on the wet race. And it is a wet start to the Grand Prix. Everybody on the full wets. Does it dry up? Does it not? Strategy is very crucial. I can't wait.
The one thing is...
We can talk about the weather now.
Yeah, it's a 200-meter run to turn 1. So the start is going to be crucial. If you spin up those rears on the start, you're going to be bogged down and you're going to be facing quite a lot of cars from the left and right sides.
Yes, 100%. Someone's noticed no spray as well. It's because I have particle effects disabled. If I have them enabled, I think it just shows loads of water droplets on my screen. So, yeah. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Redman as well. Good to see you. Hopefully you are, Kevin. Kevin, you were racing in this league a few years back. Do you remember? So, like last year or the year before? Look at all the drivers warming up their tyres. Making them, well, cooling them, actually. I don't know. You meant to cool wet tyres? I think you are, aren't you? Find the damp parts of the track. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Right. End of formation lap. Everybody has lined themselves up. We've got Jack Hopkins on pole. Max Chapman on the same front row. Followed by both the Red Bulls behind, chasing down the Mercedes and the Alfa Tauri. And Noah Lockwood in P5. Here we go then, guys. Someone just... I think that was disqualification, but it's fine. Here we go. Zandvoort, the Dutch Grand Prix, is 5 lights. And it's away... Oh... okay. I don't know what happened with the Jack there. It might be an internet issue, but it's away we go anyway. Jack is all over the grid, and Max Chapman gets a launch there into turn 1. I don't know if Jack's internet's having a bit of a mare there, but Jack has lost pole out of turn 1 here, as both the Red Bulls have switched position as well. Joe Bean up to P3. Max Chapman, dream start for him, I can't lie, as we've got all the drivers here catapulting it in, keeping it somewhat clean. Believe it or not, I'm actually shocked by this. This is actually... I'm proud of them, Jamie.
Oh no, we have an instant
Oh,
back.
I spoke too soon, didn't I? I spoke too soon.
You spoke too soon.
That is Dan Short and Ryan Thomas. Oh no. What happened? What happened? What happened?
I think it was between the 2 Aston Martins and Dan Shaw.
Dan just got collected, potentially.
Yeah.
Well, he's still got loads of time to gain. It's only early on days. Hopefully he can just put his head down and focus for the rest of the race. But yeah, so far as it stands, I mean, where's Jack Hopkins? He's now P4. What's going on with Jack? He was brilliant in qualifying. He can't get the race pace, though. Is he being overtaken? Potentially hit by Noah Lockwood. Jack's left the session. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't want this with the internet. But yeah, Jack Hopkins, nah. He's falling down the order. As Fernando as well. What's going on here? This is only lap 1. We've got 35 more laps of this. Oh, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. But yeah, there we go. So currently race leader is Max Chapman. Again, ERS does recharge very quickly. Jack is back in the session. He's going to rejoin his AI in P6 at the moment. Hopefully he can retake control of his car. But as things stand, I mean, all these drivers keeping it relatively clean. They're going side by side here. The Haas and Sebi of the Ferrari almost touching wheels. It's 3 wide there, out of turn 3 up to turn 4. But yeah, there you go, keeping it very clean here. Michael Wimmer up to P7, Jake Chapman up to P6, sorry, and there's all the driver changes at the moment. So the drivers, unfortunately, who have lost the most positions are Jack Hopkins down into P10 now, and Dan Shaw down to P15. Fernando as well down to P17. Smits and both the Aston Martins at the back of the grid by some length as well. I don't know if they've pitted, Jamie, or...
Yeah, I've got news from the pit lane that Alex P in the Aston Martin has fitted the intermediate tyres.
Has he gone straight to the Inters? Oh, that's a good...
So
I like it.
All the teams are now going to be peering over the shoulders of Aston Martin to see whether the Inters are the way to go.
Yes. We had a question in the chat from Rev. What does the battery mean? Are they electric? So they are obviously fuel. They're not electric. They're petrol. But basically the ERS, it's called ERS. It's basically like a boost button for the drivers. Similarly, where the percentage goes down over some time and it can regain when they're putting braking and energy into the corners. So it gives them like an extra, I don't know, 10, 15 horsepower or something in their car. Or we've got a Haas. There's a Haas that I've just noticed of... Is that Dylan Hartley here on the side of the track?
Yes. I think he has spun it in.
Oh, virtual safety car
is deployed.
He's currently stuck. I think he's got his car stuck. This could be a full safety car if Dylan can't get this moved.
In this... Oh, he's been disqualified. No, that's harsh. That's very harsh. Well, I mean, unfortunately for Dylan, he is the first retirement of the session. Bit harsh for the game to disqualify him in that, because he must have spun and then got caught up with the railing, but... I mean, unfortunately, there's not really much we can do about that.
Down in the extremely wet grass, which does suck up.
Yeah. I mean, resetting to track we have kind of prevented on this league, unfortunately. But yeah, Dylan's going to be, unfortunately, slowly... I mean, this is AI taking control of his car, so he's probably just going to, yeah, put it to the side as well. Shouldn't be blocked. Well, he didn't necessarily block the track. It wasn't really his fault because he was on the grass. But yeah, he's had to pull out. He's had to... The FIA is like, nope, we don't want you in the race. Virtual safety car, though. All the drivers, 40% less speed. It's going to go green very soon. No drivers obviously have the opportunity to go in the pits. It is still raining quite heavily, though, on our screen. So the rain hasn't dried up just yet. We're at 3 in. And it's about to go green very soon. I'm baffled, Dylan. So are we, mate. As it looks like Fernando's got a drive-through. Fernando. It couldn't get any worse for you, mate, unfortunately. We've got, what's this? Ryan Thomas right on the rear end of Fernando. Fernando's going to have to pit in the next 3 laps because he was speeding under the virtual safety car with a red Delta. So that just means instant drive-through. He's going to take it away straight away. Get it over and done with. Pushing Ryan up to P15 there. But yeah, that is very, very harsh for you, Dylan. I can't lie. Yeah, it's the game for you, mate. It's the game for you. As Fernando's retired from the session. And he's left the session. Is that out of choice?
I think in choice, yes.
Yeah. Damn. Unfortunately, Fernando, that you are the second retirement. That's honestly, that's already harsh, man. That is, you know. Poor Fernando. Can we get some Fs in chat for Dylan and Fernando? 2 retirements that I feel like shouldn't really be retirements at the moment. As there's, oh, hang on, I've just noticed another car here of Zach Plant. Oh no, there's also I swear there's also that's Fernando off the track. I don't know quite what Zach Plant's up to here.
Now, if people are hearing me right now from the stream, if you get beached, you can reset to track. Okay.
Okay. Well, there you go. You can.
If you get beached,
can't.
you can reset.
Okay. Zach Plant's unfortunately lost loads of positions to that. Dan Shaw back up to P12. It's nice to still see both the... Oh, gosh. I don't know if that's Zach's internet or if there's something wrong with the lobby. But, well, hopefully not. Hopefully it's just a few internet issues. We've gone green again, though. It looks like Joe Bean is right on the tail of Max Chapman here for the lead of the race. Noah Lockwood still in P4. Jake Chapman in P6. Jack Hopkins looked like he's retaken the control of his car, though, in P9. 10 seconds behind the lead. And it looks like Joe Bean might be potentially eyeing up a move here on Max Chapman in the next few laps. But the rain is still coming down very heavily. Looking at a weather report, though, if we can, it does look like over the next... What's that?
15 odd minutes, I think.
It's going to change to light rain, and then it's going to become dry. So... Give or take, the next 5 or 10 laps could be spicy for our strategy, as Zach Plant not only obviously spinning out there and going to the pits, he's also received a 5-second time penalty for speeding in them. Gosh, there's going to be loads of penalties today. But yeah, ERS, I mean, doesn't really matter too much at the start of the race, as everyone's obviously on really high ERS at the moment. But yeah, the Red Bull again, no DRS obviously can be used in the wet, but it obviously might be used a little bit later as it dries up. But yeah, 2 DNFs at the moment. I was on green the whole virtual safety car until the last millisecond and got a drive through. The game is harsh, Fernando. The game is so harsh. The thing is, you go through like a turn and it instantly cuts down like half a second and you can't control it. I know how it feels. Bono, congratulations. That is awesome news, mate. Well done. Well done. There you go. Joe Bean right on the rear diffuser there of Max Chapman. He can't get any kind of moves done. It's very difficult to overtake on Zandvoort, let alone even in the rainy conditions. Max Chapman there defending as much as he possibly can here before they go on the catapult. Now, if Joe uses the right line, he could get a really good exit here on Max Chapman, but it looks like they both get a relatively decent exit. If anything, Max got the better exit actually out of the catapult there. But Joe Bean's obviously got the slipstream, or a little bit of slipstream there, to catch back up with Max. It looks like there's also potentially there's loads of cars. They've got a nice little battle of like 8-9 cars here, all sort of going around the track. But at the moment, I think the main fight is between both the Mercedes of Dan Shaw and Max Chapman, and also Red Bull of Joe Bean and what's that, Gabe Dolman as well, who's done very well actually. He's P11. Go on, Gabe.
It's the one thing. The gaps, because of the dirty air, they want to get out those close proximity to each other, so they can actually gain grip in the tyres, so the wings can work, the diffuser works. Because if you're stuck behind people within 3/10, you're losing time and you're losing grip, especially with this track being a downforce heavy track. You need the downforce, or you're going to be spinning out and losing time.
Yeah, exactly, and this is exactly what we're seeing here. Look, Joe Bean absolutely, potentially, I mean, I say breezing past. That was the wrong terminology here. They're will to will through turn one. They're keeping it. They're not holding off this. No one wants to give up on this position as Joe Bean there cuts in front of Max. Hopefully enough room there as he's going around catapulting around. Joe Bean is now the new race leader. For how many laps? We don't know. But yeah, Joe Bean has taken the lead of this race there through turn one. And he's hopefully... Well, he would like to pull away, but Max Chapman will probably stop him from doing so, as Max Chapman's now a Red Bull sandwich. Not the first time we've seen a Red Bull sandwich there, but quite a big gap actually from... Oh wow, Jack Hopkins up to P4. He's regained that very well. This is crazy. He was like P10 a minute ago when I blinked. Okay, fair enough. He's obviously very rapid in the rain. Also, is the rain getting lighter? Or is it too early? I don't know. It looks like it's still quite heavy, actually.
It's still heavy, but multiple drivers have gone for the intermediates. So...
Yes, I have noticed that as well. We have got a lot of... I don't know if the inters are the right idea yet, but we've got... Let's go on. Yeah, look, there you go.
My timing boards, they are not the right tyre at the moment.
It's too early.
They're about 2 seconds off the pace compared to the wet runners. So are they going for more of a...
I think
let's wait out as Max Chapman dives into the pit?
Okay.
What tyres is he going for?
It would be inters. Yeah, 100% for inters.
Yeah.
I think now's about the right time. I think a lap or two ago it might have been a little bit too early. But Max obviously noticed a difference in the rainfall here. And he's gone for the inters on lap 8 here. Pushing Ruben, his brother Jake, and Michael Wimmer up to P4 of this Grand Prix. And also, it looks like Dan Shaw's also in the pits. I know he's not in the pits, sorry. He's about to come out of the pits with Max Chapman and Dan on the exit there. Dan holding off a little bit there for his teammate to go ahead in the inters. Max obviously needs to warm up those intermediate tyres to get the full breadth of them. As we've got Ryan Thomas up to P7. Looks like there's loads more people in the pits as well here. We've obviously just had Sebi, Archie Middlefell, Gabe as well in the pits for the inters. So we've got more drivers on the inter tyres now than the wet tyres. But it'll be good to see the time. Obviously, we're looking at a 20.0 for Max Chapman, and that's already gone down to 19.8. So he's gaining, and this is... Joe needs to react to this, I think.
Yeah, Joe needs to react this lap, or he's going to lose to the undercut, I think. You lose around about 20 seconds in the pits, so...
It's now 19.5. It's going down. Yeah, inters is definitely the tyre to be on now.
He's got to go on. He's got to box now, or he's going to lose a chunk of time as he does.
And it's
now,
not a double
nearly
stack.
losing the car.
Oh, Joe's got a penalty.
Gets a penalty because of it.
That's gonna rub salt in the wound. I would have thought Ruben would have double stacked with his teammate though. Ruben stayed out on the wets. All the other drivers are coming in for the inters now, which is the perfect time. Max Chapman went for the undercut on the inters, and I think it actually worked out hugely to his advantage. He's going to be now chasing down Ruben here. There's 15.6 second gap now. You said, what, 20 seconds for a pit stop?
Yeah, 21.5 seconds time lost in a pit stop, roughly, on average.
And behind Max Chapman is Joe Bean. So, regardless of that, obviously that 5-second time penalty, Max pitting that one lap earlier has given him that extra little boost. I don't know what the time is actually between the two of them. 7/10. So,
yeah, around about
close.
a second.
But Joe Bean's got that 5-second time penalty.
Which will serve at his next stop, which it looks like, because looking at the weather radar, this rain is going to pass in the next 30 odd minutes. So,
which is similarly to the end of the race. Oh, is that Joe Bean off? Oh, that's not good. Joe's retired from the session.
I don't know if it's an engine. I don't know what's happened there, but
oh. Okay, I just saw him go off the track, go wide. He hasn't got any damage to the car. Joe's had enough. I wouldn't say that's... I mean, maybe it was just instant retirement. He couldn't be bothered, but I don't know. It could be anything, really. But yeah, he obviously went wide at a corner, maybe something hardware related. But yeah, Joe's out of the session. Uh-oh. I mean, Max Chapman will be happy with that.
At the moment, he's set to win the championship so far. So
that's crazy. What? But Joe was P2. What? I don't understand. I'm sure we'll get obviously some more inside information very soon. I'm sure you can dig it out. But Max Chapman in the lead by 7.7 seconds now. Then to Ruben. Jake Chapman's pitting again, or is that Jake's first pit stop? That's his second pit stop. I was confused. Yeah, I was about to say, why is Jake back in the pits again? Unless he had some damage on the front wing and went a little bit wide or hit into somebody. But yeah, that's unfortunately Jake Chapman. I mean, his race I wouldn't say is over, but he's got a lot to regain if he wants points. That's for sure. That is for sure. I guess his game crashed. I mean, it could be anything. It could literally be anything for Joe. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I'm not sure. Position gained and lost here. Jack Hopkins is obviously, you know, good in the wet, but if the track's drying, I mean, Inters is a decent tyre to be on. Jack Hopkins setting their fastest sector 2 of the Grand Prix here. I don't even know how can helicopters fly in the rain? I guess they can.
I think so. Yeah.
We've got a helicopter shot regardless. Not that the game would code that anyway. I did not say he retired first. It might have done, Fernando. It might have done. Max Chapman's on fastest lap at this rate. Every single lap Max Chapman's gone round is a new fastest lap. Insane. Absolutely insane. Stein's doing really well in his Alpine, though. I mean, his teammate is in P8, so Alpine will be happy with P5 and P8 at the moment. Unfortunately, obviously, we've only got one of the Hasses left, one of the Red Bulls, only one of the Williams left. But yeah, it's all to play for, really. Aston Martins didn't have the best of start at the start of the Grand Prix, but something potentially like a safety car could bunch this whole pack up again to everybody. But yeah, at the moment, we've had, I would say, a lot more action than Silverstone in terms of like flags and virtual safety cars and things. But yeah, it's I mean, we've had too many safety cars at the start of the season to see another one. But yeah. Direct drive did my wrist in again. Oh, already partially sprained. No. Damn. I hope you haven't done like any more permanent damage to that, Joe. Damn. Okay, well, rest easy and hope. I mean, direct drive is freaking dangerous sometimes.
I know, it is.
Especially, yeah. Lower your force feedback. That's what I recommend. But hopefully your teammate Ruben can bring it home for you, Joe. That's what I say. That's what I say. Max Chapman, another fastest lap. Jeez, it's crazy. A lot of the drivers sort of split up at the moment. Not too much action going out on track. All the drivers pretty much just driving around as Ruben gets the new fastest lap. Ruben is actually quicker than Max Chapman there on that last lap. I don't know if we've got any data there. Yeah, Ruben a tenth quicker than Max in Sector 1, 2 tenths quicker in Sector 3, and half a tenth quicker than Sector 2. So, I mean, Ruben might have just been burning a bit more ERS that lap. I'm not too sure. But, yeah, as things stand, it's... fastest lap for Ruben, so he stole the extra point. Jack Hopkins has overtaken Noah Lockwood, though, at some point in the past. But yeah, Jack Hopkins back up to the podium positions. He didn't have the best of starts to the race, but he has managed to put his head down and get this back on the way he would like it, I suppose. But yeah. Love you too, Joe. This is better than the real one. Thank you, Alpaca, mate. Thank you. I'm waking up at 6 a.m. anyway for the Las Vegas Grand Prix next week, tomorrow. Are you waking up early, Jamie? Or?
Oh, definitely, yes.
Oh, you are? Okay. Fair enough.
My body might not be happy with me, but...
No, but... It's one of those, isn't it? It's a one time only. One weekend only. Well, here we go. We've got Michael Wimmer here that we're currently riding on board with. He's got Sebi right in front of him. Sebi is actually quite a quick driver. And he's managed to maintain P6 here, but whether or not he can pull away from Michael, or if Michael can reel in Sebi, as we've got 2 fastest laps. There you go. The fastest lap's been taken over by so many people here. These inters are obviously working out very, very well for the drivers. If we can have a look at the tyre wear percentage here of Michael Wimmer, they're looking at, what, 10% at the moment for the inters. Jack Hopkins with the fastest lap there. He's on much new... I suppose, yeah. The problem is, obviously, Max Chapman's on the highest... Should I say, like, highest percent tyre? So I feel like they're definitely going to have to pit stop and get a pit again, regardless of the weather changes. Obviously, in real life, I mean, Inters can technically change to slicks. You know, there was that Silverstone Grand Prix once that happened. But in the game, I don't think it will be relative to that. So the drivers, if the rain stops, you know, it's way too early for slicks at the moment. But again, if the weather carries on, it will be another set of Inters for some of these guys. The track is getting drier. Can you see the line? Can you see the line
I can see the
forming?
line.
Yeah.
The one thing is, I don't know
Oh.
if the game simulates this.
Yep.
But
Set these off.
when it rains, does the grip level completely plummet when it gets dry again?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a question for the
If that's
drivers,
case,
because yeah.
the slicks could be interesting when we get to the crossover point.
We'll
As
find
Jake
out.
sets another fastest lap.
Yes.
As we break into the 119s, the track is definitely drying up.
100%, 100%. We might be able to see a move here between Nate. We haven't really spoken much about Nate here. He's in a Williams, sort of kept himself quite quiet for most of the season. But he might be managing to do a move here on one of the probably most difficult tracks to make a move, especially under these conditions. But while this time, we've also got Jake chasing down Yine Thomas into turn 1. They're going side by side. Yine's not giving that up at all. Jake definitely wants to get that place ahead though. Yine going a little bit wide. He does allow Jake ahead of him. And all this while, a little bit back, it looks like, Nate has got ahead of the Aston Martin as well. So 2 cheeky little overtakes there down into turn 1. As Max Chapman looks like he's going to potentially get blue flagged for the Aston Martins ahead of it. Or the Aston Martin of Smits ahead of him. So blue flags in 14 laps, not even halfway through the Grand Prix. Jeez. That's actually crazy. Also,
bad day for Smith's right now.
Yeah, he didn't have the best of starts. These two will be closing though. Jack Hopkins, mega on the wet. Ruben, very fast as well. This time it either goes down or it goes up. And at the moment, it's green. So Jack is closing in on Ruben here as Jack sets another fastest lap of the session, 119.560. He's on ice? No, wrong word.
He's on fire, do you mean?
I hope not.
In a theoretical sense, not a literal sense.
Yeah, theoretical, yeah, he's definitely on fire. I don't think they can get engine failures, can they? Midway? I don't know. On multiplayer sessions, I don't think they can.
Know.
In like Grand Prix sessions, I'm pretty sure your engine can catch fire on the game.
Yeah, you can. I've never seen an engine failure in a multiplayer lobby, but
No, neither.
I don't know.
It trigger a lot of people, I would say.
It would, yeah.
Oh look, Dan Shaw's right on the rear of the Alpine as well. If we go and jump over to, let me go over to Dan Shaw. He's in currently a P9 at the moment. A little bit of a gap here between the Alpine and himself. But Dan, it will be chasing down Archie Middleford. Archie would love a P8 or if not even higher. But Dan might be able to stop him from getting that position here. As Zach's received another, is that another penalty for Zach? I'm pretty sure he's had one in the past, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Track limits.
He's got a 3-second time.
And he's left the session.
Track
Oh, he's
limits.
retired.
As he's retired, so I don't know if that's a mechanical or.
Can't see him on. Oh, he's retired in the pits, so
Yeah.
might have just been I've had enough, or I'm not too sure. The car's obviously not done as well as it should have done. But yeah, unfortunately that's us down to 15 drivers. We had so many drivers at the start of the Grand Prix as well. It's a shame that 4 of them have gone. Also, I want to point out as well, I'm pretty sure the gap was 7.7 seconds. It's now 6.4 between P1 and P2.
The gap is closing.
6.3. So
to my time.
oh, we've got a sorry. Yeah, carry on.
Go ahead.
Just noticed a car there out on track, but I think that might have been Zach Plant leaving the pits and then just dipping it, actually. Yeah, we're fine.
To my timings, Ruben is quicker than Max.
Ruben
by
is quick.
about
Yeah.
half a second.
Half a second each lap. Oh, wow. So
Half
they're
a
going to be
second
catching in like
each
12
lap.
laps.
They'll be catching
Okay.
quickly.
DXJ says, this is the best league put together I've ever seen. It's like real F1. Thank you. We try our best as Dan Shaw goes on the inside. That's not a place to overtake. Can he make it work, though? No. He tried, and it was very clean racing from both the drivers there. But yeah, there might not have been enough room, but Dan will definitely try and see if there's enough room down one of the main straights again. These two drivers fighting, though, for P8 here. But yeah, we've been doing this league thing for, what, I don't know, 4 years now? We've got some experience. We've had you, Jamie, for what, all of them? 3 of them?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you've been here since the start.
I wasn't here for season 1.
Okay.
However, I was there for the afterwards.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Right, anyway. Can Dan Shaw get this move on Archie, chat? Can he get it done? Or will Archie defend again into turn 1? It's all to play for, as it looks like Max Chapman's going to get blue flagged here with the Aston Martin. He's going down in someone. Archie taking the inside lane. Oh, Dan giving the left right. There we go. He's gone into turn one. They're still side by side though. Dan is now ahead. No, oh yes he is. Before they get into the catapult, but Archie again, he's got one little opportunity here to get a better slingshot and a better exit out of the catapult to catch up to Dan. But Dan's done a brilliant job there, keeping traction there out of turn 3, and it looks like he's managed to complete that move there. And he's now going to be chasing down for P7, and that's Sebi ahead of him. He's had a few spins. But yeah, Dan Shaw up to P8 there, which is good to see. As the gap between Ruben and Jack Hopkins, I don't know what it was previously, but it's still very similar to about 1.3. So yeah, Ocon on defense. It was a little bit like that. Yeah. It was.
And the one thing is, after me saying that Ruben is catching Max. Max is now responding with similar times now to Ruben, so he thinks,
okay,
you've got 6 seconds now. I'll give you at least 6 seconds. Nothing more.
There we go. So this is the last lap. So Ruben was only a tenth and a bit quicker than Max Chapman on the last lap. All gained through sector 1 as well. So yeah, that's currently their last lap data. There's so cool how I can get all this data, isn't it? I love it. I love data. It's brilliant. But yeah, I mean, obviously Max Chapman started second, now first. As for positions gained and lost, there you go. So Gabe Dolman is currently still in the points, up 7 positions. He started in P17, he's now up to P10. Unfortunately, obviously, we have lost Joe Bean, Fernando, and Michael Wimmer's teammate Dylan. And also Zach Plant as well, who, privileged to have Zach in one of the races, but unfortunately he only made it through sort of 15 or so laps. But yeah. Dodge Grand Prix with rain was just like in real life this year. It rained so hard they cancelled the F2 race and rain of... okay. I didn't know that. I didn't realise they cancelled the F2 in Zandvoort this year. I do watch some F2, but not enough. Not enough, unfortunately. We're getting a nice little pack here going, though, of 4 drivers. Both the Alfa Romeos, Jake Chapman and Archie Middlefell here, sort of, 2 by 2 as things go. But a lot of the grid now pretty much separated, just driving around the track, waiting for it to dry up. As for the weather, though, we're 18 laps in, and it looks like it could go overcast in the next 10 minutes or so. So pretty much it's going to go dry about, what were we saying, Jamie, like lap 26?
30, maybe, I'm thinking,
okay.
somewhere around that time. Now,
yes,
this is the one thing. Which drivers are going to risk it by putting on the slicks?
Who's going to be the guinea pig?
Who's going to be the guinea pig?
That's what it is.
The bottom fields, the bottom part of the field, it's getting close, so would they risk it more than the top half of the field with the gaps being quite large? So it's kind of switched on ahead, because you would usually think, the bottom field would...
Yeah. Well, I would assume it'd be one of the mid-pack that risk it.
Yeah, the mid-pack. I'm saying maybe Dan in the Mercedes may be helping Max out with the tyre choices. Say, right, Mercedes strategist saying, right, Dan, go on the slicks early, see if we can get the data from him, from Dan, to transfer over to Max to say, right, tyres are ready, box now.
All or nothing, champagne or bust. I agree. Considering it's the Vegas Grand Prix weekend as well, what's the saying? It's like about go big or go home.
Vegas stays in Vegas.
Or that one as well. Yeah, go big or go home with gambling. If you don't take risks, then you get nowhere. Well, yeah. Lots of racing here between Jake, Gabe, and Ryan, though. Gabe having a little unfortunate spin there. We watched that live. A losing position. However, it looks like Gabe is fighting Jake Chapman here down his turn one. It's brilliant to see Gabe as Archie's left the session. Hopefully that's just a disconnect. He hasn't retired, so yeah. Ryan on 8% ERS. Ryan's on the least ERS on the whole Grand Prix. 5 point. Yes, also 5 point. The gap between the leader and Ruben is going down as well. It looks like the Alfa Romeos have swapped there. Gabe Dolman diving down the inside, allowing his teammate Ryan Thomas to pretty much jump ahead and fight Jake for that P10, for that point, if he so can. All this time, though, Jake is now fighting on Archie. I don't know if Archie's back in the session. I don't know if he needs another invite.
I sent him an invite.
You have? Okay, thank you.
It's back up now, yeah. Back up to 6 seconds. A little bit touchy there from Archie again. I think Archie is on AI, so cheeky little overtake there, probably for both the Alfa Romeos and Jake Chapman. Nice little sort of fight going on here. Dancher up to P8. We got Sebi P7. Michael Wimmer still in P6. He'll be happy with this so far. But again, it's all still to play for with the... there you go, Archie's rejoined for... hang on a second. Sorry, I just had a message. Okay, we're all right. We're good. I don't know what I was going to say, but yes. Michael Wimmer doing very good, considering he's the only Haas left on the grid at the moment. It looks like Archie's now in a sandwich of Alfa Romeos, though, as they're coming down to turn 1. Not enough speed to make a move. Oh, he's gone for it, though. Gabe Dolman's gone for it. Gone for a dive. Archie's had to avoid that one with evading action, but I mean, he's got the job done. Clean enough, I would say, to be honest. Wasn't that dirty?
Yeah, definitely. That was
risky.
A risk.
But he trusted Archie and it paid off, right? It did pay off. Yeah. So at the moment, everything is pretty much steady. However, it's going to change in the next 5 laps. The rain's going to stop. It's going to go dry. Strategy, very crucial, because the second you go on slicks, it's like an instant extra 10 seconds a lap, right? Well, obviously, if the track's fully dry, which it's not going to be.
At
but
optimum temperature, and if the track is at optimum temperature as well, you gain at least 10 seconds to inters. So the crossover point between slicks and intermediate tyres is crucial. If you get it right, you're going to be getting tons of positions. If you get it wrong, you're going to be losing them.
100%. We just had a tip for £1.20 from Svetlana. Thank you so much. There was no message with that. It was just kind and generous generosity. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Absolute legend, mate. Thank you. Unfortunately, we've got no alerts to show the donation, but really appreciate that. Hopefully, you're enjoying the stream of what obviously you're making of it. But really appreciate that tip. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, we got a Archie Midfield in the pits.
Archie Midfield pitting. He's gone onto another set of intermediates.
Maybe he doesn't know it's drying up.
Maybe he doesn't know it's drying up, or he
overcast in the next 5 minutes. It's going to be easily by lap 26. Easily.
Yeah.
The track won't dry up as quick though in overcast.
Blunder.
I'm not sure. As Archie's retired from the session, so
as he retires.
Yes, unfortunately, Archie is the 5th retirement of the Dutch Grand Prix at Kenco F1. The 5th. Fair enough. There's also a little bit of fight here. What's going on here between Smits? Okay, no, it's just an overtake. It's a blue flag. Never mind. I thought there was a little fight here going on. It was Nate. No, is it Nate? No, it was Stein there in P5 overtaking Smits, who's not had the best of race, but he's still in it. He's still fighting. He's still trying his absolute best, which we love to see here. As Jack Hopkins still got that 1.7 second deficit between himself and Ruben. Jack Hopkins can't catch up. Is it because the track's drying and he's just really good in the rain? You can see that line now forming. It's drying. Well, it's still raining, but... Yeah, currently it's pretty neutral.
It's... I don't know if it is slicks just yet.
I would say it's slicks the second that rain stops falling from the sky. And maybe one lap after. But, yeah, I mean... At the moment, I mean, I don't think if there was a safety car, Smits would be allowed to overtake the safety car and catch up again. I think he's net one lap down anyway, regardless. But now 6.8 seconds. Max has done really well here. He's obviously gone back down to 5 point something. Maybe, you know, building the ARS up, resting the tyres a little bit. And now he's really pushing the tyres because maybe he's, you know, he knows it's drying up or he doesn't know. But he's, you know, he's pushing that up as much as he can. Noah Lockwood, obviously P4. He done brilliantly in Silverstone, if I recall correctly. He got P3. So again, this could be a double really good race for Noah here in P4. We got his teammate P9, now ahead of both the Alfa Romeos. Got quite a distance there actually from himself and Ryan Thomas. He's got, what was that, Dan Shaw in front of him. As Archie's rejoined the session, but obviously his car's retired. So yeah, they're pretty much all the drivers sort of racing their own races at the minute until somebody gambles. The rain stops, Jamie. It's not raining.
Has it stopped?
Yep. So, will we be seeing somebody... Oh, hang on. Speaking of somebody, who's this in the pits?
Nate.
It's
I don't blame him,
Nate.
really. What's he
Is
got
he
to What's he
going
got
for
to lose?
slicks?
He better be.
He's got nothing to lose right now.
Yes.
He's got 50
Soft tyres.
seconds behind.
Soft
Yeah,
for
he's going
12
for
laps?
softs.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. This is going to be
it's either
important.
soft or medium they're going to go for. It won't be the hard because you won't get the temperature in. You need something soft.
Max is in the pits as well. He's in.
Yeah, Max is in.
Mediums till the
Is
end.
it mediums to the end? So
Now, Ruben has responded. Mediums till the end. Oh, Noah Lockwood in the pits. So Nate has just triggered this plethora of everybody going in the pits. Jack Hopkins has gone out. He's gone again. He's going. He thinks it's not ready for slick shot. Again, well, let's have a look at Nate. He's been obviously out on the slicks the longest. It'll be interesting to see how he's taking the track. Will he be able to get a fastest lap? Obviously, this is still technically an out lap of leaving the pits. Too early, you say? We're about to find out.
He's got a purple first sector at the moment.
The thing to look at is Max Chapman and Jack Hopkins' time here, I would say. Because if this is going down constantly, it's currently green, 13.1. Now, is it too early? Is it not? Jack Hopkins is obviously on a flight. Jack Hopkins is on the much warmer tyres. At the moment, it looks very, very similar. 13.1. 13.3. Too early, maybe. Did Jack Hopkins make the right call? At the moment, the gap's gaining instead of... Like, it's not getting lower. 13.4. So, again, it must be down to heat potentially, but yeah, they seem a little bit slidey out there, but at the moment, obviously, you know, Nate's reacted. The whole grid, apart from 4 drivers, and are now on the slicks, so yeah, DRS has been enabled, there you go. So, Jack Hopkins is in the pits, he's reacted to that straight away. Now, obviously, Jack Hopkins will not be coming out first, because Max Chapman's round turn 14, down into turn 1 here. On the medium tyres, there's 11 laps left. I think that was really good by all the drivers, actually. Obviously, it would be good to see, obviously, Jake and Yayan, they'll be pitting in this lap 100% now. But at the moment, Jack Hopkins goes on the soft tyres as well, not the mediums, the softs for Jack. They might be good till the end. I don't know. Was mediums the right call? Was softs the right call? The drivers are sort of 50-50 split on that. But Jack's obviously got the paces. Ruben, I mean, did Jack jump Ruben with that overcut?
Yeah, he got the overcut.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, Archie, we did think that something was a bit weird with that, I can't lie. We saw you left a few times, but yeah, it was a bit unusual. We've got Jake Chapman in the pits, changing to, what's that, the soft tyres as well, as they're much the same as it looks like, what's that, Jake and Yayan is also on the, I can't see that, medium. So it's 50-50, driver's preference, I think, between soft and medium tyres. Jack Hopkins is on the soft tyres, 5.1 second deficit between himself and Max Chapman. Drafts, Nate, he was the first one out on the soft tyres. He's gone and set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. So it just proves that, yeah,
I'm not going to lie.
Slips.
If I had the choice, it would be the softs that I would go for.
Okay. Sorry, there's just
as Max Chapman says.
He's just setting his precedence there.
So my choice of going for softs has completely been shattered.
Yeah, but obviously Jack Hopkins is going to be gaining on Max here because of the soft tyres. Having said that, Max Chapman obviously with the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Noah on mediums, 1:14.5 now with the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. It's all to play for. I've got no idea what's going to happen here. Max Chapman 4.3 seconds in the lead. However, that's now 4.2, potentially 4.1 by the next corner. And it looks like now what's that? Stein with the fastest lap. Now Sebi with the fastest lap. They're all going for it. They're all burning the RS. Goodness knows. I've got no idea. 4.1 now second gap. Again, these top, what's that? 6, 7, 8, 9 laps left of fuel. Yeah, 9 laps left of fuel. There we go. There's a Sebi there with the fastest lap. Again, hang on. Did Sebi just retake it off? I don't even know. Medium tyres is a risky move. Would you faster or long lasting? Well, the fact there's 9 laps left. Now, I haven't done my research. Some of the drivers might have done their research, but soft tyres, can they last 10 laps around Zandvoort? Probably, yes. Will they?
It's going to be close.
Max Chapman 111.7. 110.7. Jack Hopkins 1 second quicker on the last lap to Max Chapman. Hang on a minute. That's the one we want. That's the difference between the soft and medium tyre. Right there. 1 second difference. So at the moment, if the data is correct, Jack Hopkins will be catching Max Chapman within 3 laps. Amazon Web Services. I don't know. But yeah, there you go. That is, I mean, again, if Jack Hopkins does get ahead of Max Chapman,
it's all going to be down to tyre wear, and it's all going to be down to if Jack Hopkins can keep that pace that he's currently giving. Is he burning the tyres too quickly? We don't know that yet. Jack Hopkins currently on, what's that, 13% fronts. Max Chapman on 11%. But obviously the mediums will be obviously losing less percentage or gaining more percentage slower than the soft tyres. But yeah, it's lots more drivers, obviously a lot closer here. We've obviously got Nate, who obviously with the soft, sort of really undercut there with the guinea pig. Maybe sort of half a lap too early, but I mean, it paid off. It triggered everybody else to come in. He's now within a second of Gabe Dolman. He'll be trying to make a move there up into P12. I don't know if Nate can get points today, but we'll see about that as Jack Hopkins sets another fast lap on top of his fastest lap originally at 110.6. So we might be able to even see 109s by the end of the race. Who knows?
I'm definitely going to be looking very closely between the battle for P1 in my data.
Yes.
At the moment, Jack is a second faster than Max.
Sorry,
it's going to come down to the last couple of laps.
Yep. So 2 laps ago, it was 1 second quicker. This lap, 1.1 seconds quicker. Jack is on fire at the moment, but those soft tyres are obviously giving him that second advantage. So, also, I want to point out, Jack Hopkins only got 14% ERS. He has not been harvesting it. So, by the time he catches up to Max, can he get the overtake done? That's the question. We can see Max there in the distance, fading away into turn, whatever that is, turn 10? Turn 11.
Yeah, turn 11, 12, complex.
Yes. Yeah. It's just like Nate has got that move done on Gabe Dolman. They're up for P12 for Nate. Well done, Nate. Gabe Dolman up down to P13. Unfortunately, obviously, Smith's there a lap behind, getting overtaken, but he is still in the race, which is so good to see. Alex Peak, P11. He's doing his absolute bits here. Obviously, what's that? Smith's his teammate. He would like to get points. It would be nice to see Aston Martin get points, but he's got a lot to gain. I think that's what 3.95 seconds to try and get ahead of Yayan. For them points, but again, it's all to play for. There's 7 laps left of the race, and at the moment it's 2.2 seconds gap between Max Chapman and Jack Hopkins. But at the moment, Max Chapman still has driver championship, so yeah, that's it's good news for Max. Regardless, and obviously, I guess Joe Beans' 5-second time penalty doesn't really apply anymore because obviously, he's not in the race anymore. But yeah. Interesting to see different people use different ERS, though. Currently, the person with the most ERS is Smith's, 76%. Max Chapman using a bit of ERS there, but he's nowhere near as low as Jack Hopkins. But again, it looks like Jack might have lost some time this lap as well, as it looks like his internet is suffering. But yeah, he's definitely. The gap's now 3.1 seconds. So are them softs already? Oh,
it's 2.2.
Oh, okay. Okay, you might be right. But yeah, if we have a look at the lap times here, yes, he's gained, but it's nowhere near a second. Oh, he's actually lost. Jack Hopkins has lost a tenth in the last lap. So Max has actually pulled on Jack in lap 30 of the race. So,
to have those tyres lost their sell or have gone past their sell-by date.
I love it. You never know. Maybe. I'm actually pleasantly shocked we haven't seen a safety car. I can't lie. I don't want to say the word.
Please don't jinx it.
I wouldn't mind one. No, I'm kidding. But I'm just saying, we haven't had one for like 2 rounds. I don't think that's ever happened in the history of Kenco F1. These drivers actually, like, yes, we have retirements, but they've all Oh my god. No. No. What just happened? No, how? What happened? Jake Chapman's in the pits. He's reacted to the safety car. Well, if you're watching the stream, the second I mentioned safety car, I promise you I've got no button that's just pressed it. Lucky Shot's got a drive-through penalty. Oh, goodness no. Goodness, what's happened? Sorry. The
one thing is, if you do
Max is in the pits
for softs, you're screwed.
I don't know what's happened. What happened? What caused the safety car?
I don't know if Jake it looked like he changed his front wing.
Okay.
So I don't know if he lost it and then there was a bit of debris on track, meaning
you think Hopkins has this now?
Car.
Well, the only person to not react was Ruben. Max Chapman and Jack Hopkins gone on. They're both on fresh softs. They're both on fresh soft tyres. Ruben has not reacted. He's on used mediums. He's now going to be behind both Max Chapman and Jack Hopkins. Noah's in the pits for a change of tyres. And he's got a 23-second deficit, so I think Noah can get this cheekily
changed before they loan up to safety car. There's going to be 1 or 2 laps of racing. I promise you, I did not press any buttons. It's impossible to press any buttons on this. Dan Shaw, has he reacted to the safety car? He's coming around the final corner. Is he going to go in the pits? Yes. Okay. There should be enough time for them all to catch the safety car then. Oh, this is... I don't really know. It's going to be... Some of the drivers are going to love this. Some of the drivers are going to be furious, I think. But if they're all on a fresh set of softs, right? They've all got the same chance of winning. I did jinx it. I did jinx that. Oh yeah, of course, Ruben's got the drive-through. I forgot about that. Damn. Can you not serve it under... You won't be able to serve that under a safety car, will you?
I don't think you
Bombseye Smits falling too far back. Drive. It's not his fault. Smits has been absolutely bullied. He got... He's not even his fault. He's falling... Oh, Smits, man. That hurts. I can't lie. He's already last anyway. He doesn't need another drive-through. I feel bad. Yeah, it's a gamble for Ruben, but Ruben's got a drive-through penalty behind the safety car here. So, regardless of whatever happens to the safety car, 3 laps after the safety car comes in, Ruben's got to go a drive-through. Ruben's going to probably end up last without any points because he can't come in. The grid's now packing up though a little bit. We've still got obviously lots of drivers out on track, catching up with the safety car queue. As it's like, yeah, Smits is in the pits now. He's going for a pit stop. Obviously, can't serve that drive-through under the safety car, but he's he's missing his front wing as well. He's obviously getting a new front wing there on the Aston Martin as well. Right, guys, in chat, who's going to win then? I mean, it's down to whoever's got the fastest pace here. I mean, at the moment, let me have a quick look at the current tyre age. P2, P3, and P4 all have brand new soft tyres. Michael Wimmer, 8 laps soft. Everybody in top 10 has brand new soft tyres apart from Michael Wimmer. Was this a mistake from Michael? Should he have pitted? Could he have pitted?
Possibly. I don't know. But is this going to be a 1-lap dash to the end?
What lap are we on? I don't know what lap we're on. 33.
We're on 33 at the moment.
And obviously they're waiting for everybody to catch up to safety car before it comes in. I think regardless, there's got to be at least 1 more lap of safety car and then it probably comes in. So,
yeah,
2 laps of racing, I would say. Obviously, we've still got, you know, Dan Shaw, what was that, Ryan Thomas, Jake, Alex Peake, all to catch up with that safety car. Nate's in the pits, actually, as well. I don't know, is he... Another... Obviously, Nate... Yeah, it must be fresh softs for Nate. Obviously, he was one of the first ones to pit for softs, so... Maybe he gambled for a safety car and there was one. All these drivers on 100% ERS as well, I must add. It's literally going to be a 2-lap shootout. Hopkins, I think, has the best pace. About to find out. It could be anyone. Michael Wimmer might get a little bit... I mean, I don't know. He could defend. But I feel like everybody around him is on much softer, much newer tyres. 32% fronts. They're not going to do Michael very well.
Yeah.
And the people around him have 5%.
As lucky as Ruben dives into the pits.
Too early for the drive-through. Maybe he was just changing his softs anyway, and then he'll go for the drive-through. He's got a new front wing. Okay. Okay, he might have obviously damaged that a little bit earlier on in the race. But yeah, Ruben could not do much more. He's got a drive-through anyway, so he may as well have pitted. Obviously, onto the drive-through, you can't change tyres anyway. But obviously, that pushes Max Chapman back up to the lead of the Grand Prix. Jack Hopkins, P2. Matt Noah, Lockwood into P3. That pushes Michael Wimmer up to P4. Stein, P5. Sebi, P6. Dan Shaw, P7. Yai in P8. Jake, P9. And Alex Peake in the points in his Aston Martin in P10. I've had no information on the safety cars coming in this lap. But we normally get it, what, sector 2 if it's coming in?
You usually find it around about turn 11, 12. You get to know when the safety car.
Okay.
So after these couple of corners, you'll see whether the safety car's coming in. It should come in.
Okay.
This lap, in theory.
I hope so. The only problem is there's one car that has not caught up with the pack.
Yeah.
And that is Nate. We will see. We will find out. Even in Kenco F1, Max is still winning. He hasn't won yet. Front wing, someone must hit the wall. Yes, someone's definitely hit the wall for that one. But yeah. Currently, Jack Hopkins, safety cars in this lap. That's what we want to see. Perfect. Right, who should we ride on board with? Noah Lockwood, Michael Wimmer? Michael Wimmer, you get to see the top 3. I like it.
Yeah.
Let's find out how the safety car restart goes, guys. Max Chapman
groups up everybody. He can set the pace of this. He can go when he wants to go. Again, there's no overtaking until the line, though. Hopefully this is kept clean. Everybody warming up the tyres as much as they can. Could be interesting to see when Max Chapman goes. Does he go early? Does he go late? As Stein's got a penalty there for something with Michael Wimmer. I'm not too sure, but that's 5 seconds for Stein. He does not want that in P5. Again, we'll look at it after the race. But Max is gone. Michael might have been caught off a little bit off guard there, actually. It looks like the drivers behind got a brilliant start there. Stein, obviously, with that 5-second time penalty. Unfortunately, it looks like Michael Wimmer might get a double overtaken here as it's 3 wide down into turn 1. Oh, goodness me. Michael Wimmer doing very well, actually. Those drivers done brilliantly for that 3 wide. They're still fighting for it into turn 2, into turn 3 before the catapult. As Michael Wimmer... Oh, no, Michael's lost his front wing. Uh-oh. There was some contact made then. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yellow flag, second one. Smits has retired from the session. Lots of debris there. Michael Wimmer did not have wanted that restart there at all. Pushing Sebi up to P4, Danshaw up to P6, Stein up to P5. And at the moment, top 3 still remain Max Chapman, Jack Hopkins, Noah Lockwood. Bit messy.
I'm on board with Jack at the moment, and he is up that rear diffuser right now. He wants this win so bad.
He certainly does. He's got 1.5 laps. Less than.
1.5 laps. He has a chance coming into the final turn. He needs to get this exit spot on, or he's...
There's 2 packs, I've just realised. He's going for the outside, though. Max Chapman keeping on the inside. They are wheel to wheel. They are touching as they go down into turn 1. Max Chapman has the better line, but Jack Hopkins might get the better exit here as they're fighting their way through turn 2. This is going to be an interesting catapult. Max not giving that up, nor is Jack. They are side by side. Lubens retired from the session. Interesting to see Michael Wimmers re-overtaken Dan Shaw there for P6. Again, might be no front wing for Michael, but he's still fighting. These two are still fighting. Jack Hopkins might be in the lead as they come down through turn 6. Oh, side by side. These two know how these... I mean, they are brilliant drivers. They know each other off track as well as on track. So this is a brilliant battle by these two. As Max Chapman still maybe just edging ahead there of Jack Hopkins. Although he's got a better line there through turn 10. Max Chapman might be going for the switchback. Can't quite get it done, but he will have a good run here. Down into turn 11, I want to say, as Noah Lockwood all this time is catching. Michael Wimber going down to P8 there. Dan Shaw down to P9. Not sure what's happened at the back of the back. There's 2 groups. Do you see the 2 groups? I don't know what's happened. This is group 1. There's 5 cars here. All the way back, we've got all the what's this, Mercedes here. As Dan Shaw doesn't have a front wing either.
This is going to be a
here we go.
Dash the line as Jake Hopkins is a Kenco F1 race winner.
GG to Jack. I thought that was one more lap, I'll be honest. I'm sorry. No. It all happened so quickly. Jack Hopkins claims victory here at Zandvoort here for the Dutch Grand Prix. Max Chapman very, very close there, Jack. Brilliant battle there at the end. Max Chapman, less than 2 tenths behind Jack, racing to the line, them two. Brilliant battle on the last lap. Noah Lockwood P3. Sebi P4, Stein in P5. Alex Peak somehow up to P6 at the end there. But yeah, unfortunately we had 7 retirements at the end of that Grand Prix. Absolutely insane stuff. But yeah, GG in chat, guys. Well done to all of the drivers. Unfortunately, there was a lot of stuff happening in those last 2 laps of correct chaos. But hopefully you enjoyed the race. And yeah, that was good fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it. But yeah, well done to Jack Hopkins on the win there. Max Chapman in P2. He does also get driver championship, by the way, I must add. I don't think anybody can take that off him. But yeah, well done to obviously Jack Hopkins for winning the Dutch Grand Prix. And a massive GG to Max Chapman for winning the drivers championship for the 3rd time in Kenco F1. I want to say 3rd time.
Yeah, he is a 3-time champion of the world.
There you go. I do have a graphic, but I might have to dig around for it. To find out if I can find where it is, but I will have a little gander now for it. But yeah, massive GG to all the drivers. Obviously Max Chapman, I think, ending there. He's currently on, I don't know how many points he currently is on, 154. Jack obviously hit with 26. Max would have been 18 that race. So yeah, Max finishing, obviously winning the driver championship with 100. Well, I can't do quick math, but 172 points, I think. Good race, loved it. Yeah, it was brilliant, honestly. Well done to everybody. I'm just going to steal some cheeky little screenshots here for the spreadsheet that we have later. Obviously, commiserations to the DNFs that we had as well. We had, I think, Ruben, Archie, Stein, Zach, Joe, Fernando, and Dylan there.
But all in all, I mean, well done, good racing by everybody, and congratulations to Max Chapman, Jack Hopkins, and Noah for the Dutch Grand Prix, and obviously Max Chapman as well for the drivers there. I do have some graphics, but I can't find them, so just bear with me. I do have them from last year, but it was never used last year because Joel won it. So I'm pretty sure somewhere I've got Max Chapman's win. I feel like we need to use it. Totally off. It's all good. It's all good. Come and share them, mate. Share them. I'm just going to be digging around my old hard drive to try and find this thing. If I can't find it, I can't find it. But yeah, well done to everybody. And hopefully you'll enjoy it. Unfortunately, it looked like Dan had some damage there at the end. I didn't really obviously, I was paying attention to that while Jack was crossing the line for the win. But I don't know if he was sort of collected it in a lot of other cars, obviously with front wing damage. But yeah, well done. Honestly, it was a brilliant podium, I think, to have. And yeah, I don't know your take on it, Jamie, but I think it was a good race. It was a good race.
It was definitely a good race.
Yeah, 100%. Oh wow. Okay, I can't find it, unfortunately, which is not great. Hang on a minute. Oh, my hard drive's working. Hang on. Backups. Let me find it. Old SSD. Oh, it's gonna be on. It's gonna be here. It's gonna be here. Users, Ian, desktop. Maybe. So much. I don't know. There's so much here. Okay. Well, don't worry. I will find it at one point. But yeah, congratulations to Max anyway for Drivers' Championship. 100 odd points. He's absolutely blown the water off for the Mercedes team. And also, obviously, massive GGs to Jack. Massive GGs to everybody as well. Thank you all for tuning in. You guys in chat as well. Keep the stream running. I really do appreciate it. And obviously, the follows that came in, the donations, the resubs. Thank you guys so much. Cohen, that's so many screen. I said in Discord, not in. If you post them in Discord screenshots, I promise you I'll have a look. Thank you to you, Jamie, as well, for being here today. Really do appreciate that.
Problem.
Thank you. It always, it's good to have somebody else up here and, so I can take a breather every now and then. But yeah, thank you. Charlie, yeah, we just concluded it, mate. Jack won, followed by Max Chapman, followed by Noah Lockwood. Noah got P3 2 races in a row, by the way. Impressive. Oh my God, says Jack. It was brilliant. Yeah, right, I'm going to head out, guys. Unfortunately, there's no sort of time for driver interviews or anything like that. But we won't be live next week. Next week is a week off for Kenco F1, but we will be live again the week following in Austria for a sprint race. So there's the next race will be the 2nd of December. All right. So yeah, see you guys soon. Have a good one. And yeah, adios, guys. Bye. See ya.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.